What are the interesting facts that you know about Mandela? Nelson Mandela was a well-known political figure, philanthropist, and anti-apartheid activist from South Africa. He rose to prominence as a symbol of the struggle against racial discrimination and tyranny around the world. The following are some significant Mandela details. Early years. On July 18, 1918, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was born in the South African settlement of Mvezo, in the Eastern Cape region. His given name, Rolihlahla, means pulling the branch of a tree, or, more metaphorically, troublemaker. Activism against apartheid. Early in his life, Mandela was active in anti-colonial and anti-apartheid activities. He became a member of the African National Congress, ANC, and helped form the ANC Youth League. He promoted civil disobedience and nonviolent protest to the apartheid government. Imprisonment. Mandela was imprisoned in 1962 for his participation in anti-apartheid activities, including sabotage and attempts to topple the government, and was later given a life sentence. The majority of his 27 years in jail were spent on Robben Island. Release and negotiations. Mandela was freed from jail in 1990 as a result of pressure from the outside world and shifting political conditions. His release signaled the start of talks to abolish apartheid and institute mixed-race elections in South Africa. First black president. Nelson Mandela was elected as the first black president of South Africa in 1994, during the nation's first truly democratic elections. From 1994 until 1999, he presided over the country. During his administration, he prioritized nation-building, healing, and combating apartheid-era injustices. Reconciliation and Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Mandela emphasized the need for peace among South Africa's many racial and ethnic groupings. He backed the creation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which sought to rectify the apartheid-era's human rights abuses via open hearings and amnesty procedures. Global statesman. Mandela gained respect across the world as a result of his action and leadership. He advocated for peace, human rights, and social justice outside of South Africa by using his influence. Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts to peacefully put an end to apartheid and establish the groundwork for a new democratic South Africa. Mandela and then South African President F.W. de Klerk were recognized with the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. Legacy and philanthropy. Mandela maintained his humanitarian efforts after he stepped down as president, concentrating in particular on problems like HIV/AIDS awareness and education through institutions like the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Death. At the age of 95, Nelson Mandela passed away on December 5, 2013. His passing was welcomed with an outpouring of mourning throughout the globe, as well as tributes to his legacy as a stand-in for justice, equality, and freedom. The world continues to be inspired by Nelson Mandela's life narrative and his commitment to justice and equality.